Hey guys, and welcome back. This week here we got all the small stuff painted, and now we're gonna have to put it back on the car. So we got all these pieces here, all the side skirts, scoops, everything painted. So let's get to putting this together. Hi, and welcome to Mike's Custom Garage. Yes, okay, so now that all the smalls are painted, they've dried a few days, now we're gonna start putting the car together. Before I put all the headlight buckets and all the other small pieces I painted on the car, I want to get into the headliner. Now, what I did was, when this first came apart, let's see if I can go inside here, there was a fabric on the roof. It was kind of like a jute looking stuff. And of course we tore it all down. Most of it was decayed and rotted. So we're going to replace that with this stuff here. It's some kind of a fabric I got from the fabric store. Closest thing I could find to what we had. What I want to do is glue it onto the headliner. Or glue it to the roof and then put the headliner in. So we got some lights set up so we can see in here. I'm going to try to set you up best I can. And hopefully we can get the headliner in today. Headliner is probably one of the first things you want to put in because it wraps around the edge up here around the window. So before I put the window in, you want to put the headliner in. And so that's what we're going to do next. We're going to get the headliner, then we'll let that dry and start putting some of the stuff. As you can see, I put the side scoop in already. I couldn't wait. I wanted to get that in. Just put that one in though, so there's a lot more to put together today. We'll start with the outside of the body stuff we can. We'll put door handles on, get all that stuff put on, and then work our way towards the inside of the car. But say the first thing we gotta do is get this headliner put in. So we're gonna get this ready to go, and we're gonna glue this fabric to the roof. Okay, what I'm going to do is just tuck this in up on the top and then apply the glue. See, unfortunately, you're not going to be, I got no view for you, so just get it in. Okay, basically I put that up there like that. I'm going to spray the roof now with adhesive and then stick it up there. As you can see, I was taking a plastic spreader and pushing it up underneath this brace. They dent the sound a little bit. But yeah, that's the first piece. And now we'll put the other piece in, and then we'll start with the headliner. Okay, now that the fabric is glued up to the roof, I also ran the wire and taped it up there that goes to the dome light. So that's all good, that's ready to go. One by one, we'll take these down. This is what holds the headliner in place. And we'll run them through these little things here in the headliner. Now, it appears that they're a lot longer than they need to be. So we'll probably have to cut these shorter, but I don't know if I want to. We'll see. We'll see where this all goes. I'm going to put them all in and then see where it ends up. But that looks good. I like that. So next we're gonna run those rods through this headliner and start putting them up one by one. Okay, so I ran all of those rods through the headliner. Now imagine I'm gonna start in the center and work my way out, but not actually sure. And there's like no way for me to video even doing this. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna stick these up in there and see what happens. I don't know if I can get you in here to watch this or not. So now we have the headliner hanging from the rods. So I guess next thing to do will be flip them all up. Get them in the upright up position. And then go from there. Like I said, I think these cloths are too much. I think they should go like way out here. So I'll probably have cutting these with some, with a razor blade. Well, let's just see for now. We'll see how this all works out. Okay, so I got the headliner in so far like this. It's definitely not finished. It's got to be pulled each way and tightened up. What I ran into a problem was the back bar has two clips. And these are the two clips I needed. I searched everywhere, knowing I had them, didn't know where I put them. So we ended up tearing the shop apart and putting all the Mustang parts in one spot. And after like 3 hours of moving things around and looking, I found these little clips. Now these position the rear bar where it needs to be. And then from there, everything else gets tightened to it. So you need to put these in first. And I thought I was gonna have to order them, but obviously there they are. They were on the old bar, which I had marked and labeled and put in one of the storage sheds. So we're good for that. We're ready to do that. We cleaned up some the front marker lights. And we put all the parts in the shop that I can find here. As you see, there's a boatload of parts that need to be done. Look at that, needs to be cleaned. Things need to be cleaned, put together, assembled. The bumpers. The grill has to get cleaned and put together. Headlight buckets, I just need the trim rings and the light bulbs and stuff out of all that. Backup lights off the old backup panel. Here's 3 sets of moldings that go around the roof. There's the back windows. I cleaned the rear window and put the seal on it, so that's ready to go in. Here's all my bumper parts, new mirror, clips for the rocker moldings. Gotta figure out where I stuck those. But yeah, there's just so much here. So, and this ain't all of it, there's more. But this is all that's in the shop right now. We're gonna go through this piece by piece and start putting this car together. So that's where we're gonna leave it right now. I'm gonna do some stuff, come back tomorrow and start putting pieces on the car. Probably gonna start right here in front and put the scoops in for the hood. And then we'll open up the hood up and put all the front end suspension stuff in. And we might go back and put the headliner in. We'll see where we feel like. Right now, I really want to kind of put this all together and see what the front's going to look like. So, we're just going to keep moving. As you can see, I keep the car covered with the blankets. And that way it won't get scratched or dented. And obviously, we're putting things on it because there's so much stuff here. But that's a lot of parts that need to go on this car. Some of the parts need to go on the Mustang above. But for now, we'll keep working on this. We've got to get this car done. Say spring's near and we got to get moving. So yeah, we'll just keep chugging away. Do all the outside stuff, all those painted pieces on. And start just working our way in, one panel at a time and getting things done. So let's get started on the hood grills and then we'll move forward from there. So the blinkers, hood blinkers are in. Look good. The lights are in. They're not wired down yet. I gotta check the wiring and make sure, see exactly where they go. It's one of two plugs. Not sure which one right now, but we'll figure it out. But yep, those are in first. As you can see, there's the wires. I gotta get a connection so I can put the wiring up along the hood, and then it'll run down this stroke here, and then come down into that plug there. Now there's one plug here that's wired together. There's another one next to it. I'm not sure which one goes to which right now, but we'll figure it out. But for now, they're in there. They're physically on the car. And we'll connect them up once we start testing the power and seeing where things go. But for now, it's a good start. So next, we're going to attack putting the headlight buckets in, the lower valance, the grill, all of this front end stuff. So we'll get on that next. Okay, here I have the front grill inserts. They need to be cleaned using 000 steel wool and getting all the stainless cleaned. There I'm sanding it with 400, getting all that sun, tape it all to stainless so we don't get no paint on that. After cleaning it, surely don't want to get it dirty. Now I'm spraying it with some silver paint that I have. It's pretty close to the factory color. And there you have it. It's all painted. That one looks good. And we'll get the other one done as well. So we stopped doing the headliner for a couple days, but anyway, here's what we found. These are the clips to hold the headliner rear bars in place. And you really can't move forward until you had these installed, so I stopped. Then I got sidetracked, decided to start cleaning and assembling. Put the front valance, put the lights in, built the rear bumper, cleaned the grill, cleaned all the little pieces here. Rear valance put together. Now these had to come back out again so I could put the gaskets in. I ordered a bunch of parts. We ordered new gaskets. We ordered clips for the rear window. This here held me up from putting the lights together. In there are the adjusters. The adjusters I had were all disintegrated. Got some brand new headlights. And polished all the trim. Front window, rear window, the seal above the door. So we kept pretty busy doing that. We also worked on the Honda, we worked on the Nova, and just keep things moving forward as much as we have to. I mean, I guess one of the guys that works said it good. It's like having a squirrel and a handful of nuts. I don't know which one to go to next. So I bounce around and do what I gotta do on all of them. But as you can see, this chrome looks really good now. It's actually stainless, but yeah, it looks really good. And now that the parts are here, we can start putting the car together. So I'm gonna put those two little S-clips or whatever they want to be called into the headliner, and then so I don't lose them again. Then we're going to continue on to putting the front end together. We'll get all of it, this all put in, get the grill put in, get the front bumper put on, and start wrapping this car up. Say another month I'd like to be driving it. So let's get to the car. Okay, here's the that little metal strap. Goes in there, it hooks in a hole up here, and it hooks onto the back rail. And the other one is over there. So now that those are in, pull this up to secure the headliner here. Once I get that secured, we'll just pull everything else tight as we can. Some of the wrinkles will probably come out. A friend of mine told me to steam them out. That could be the way. But yeah, we'll try that and see what happens. But for now, we'll just put the start at the back and then work our way forward. So yeah, it's coming. Okay, we're gonna take these adjusters here and put them into this headlight so we can start putting this together. All right, I got some leftover foam from the roof. Okay, that all goes like that. Now let's find a headlight bucket. Okay, there we go, all painted black and shiny. Still a little wet, but we'll get it in there anyway. I like it better on though. You know what, this time to put in the front end together. We've already put in the blinkers in the hood. I put it on the trim for the front of the hood. So that's all, there you go, that's all in. What I want to do now is these pieces are supposed to go in here as just to stop the air from flowing around the radiator. And so we're going to take the radiator bolts out, put these pieces back in, and tighten it back up. We put the headlight buckets on. As you see, they're assembled. Wiring's all ready to go. It's just put it on and then plug it in. Okay, now we've got the two headlight buckets in. Next, I'm going to put the brackets for the bumper on. Don't really need to do it now, but maybe it's be easier to do it now than later. So at least they'll be kind of in place. So let's do those next. Now the brackets have the main bracket, which is this one. Then they have the outer bracket, which is this. So let's put those on. I'm going to get these stickers off it. Again, I hate stickers. Okay, I'll do the other side. Okay, we've got the brackets on. They're loose. They got wiggle room so we can move around and get things around them if we need to. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to plug in the headlights, get those done. And then we're going to put these little triangle braces on. These go in here and they support the headlight bucket and the grill. So we're going to get these put in next. Okay, so I'm thinking this is probably next. Okay, now I'm putting the grill on. I had to remove the bumpers for the hood. They mount on top. Next, these pieces. Next, we got new trim to go around the front. Well, there's one of the moldings. I got to tighten it up. We'll get the other molding on first, then we'll tighten them together. Okay, so I hung the lower valance, test fit the bumper, and it didn't fit. Here's the problem we have. That corner should go down and around, and it don't. This bracket don't fit. So, no matter what I do, this corner hits the bumper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it off and weld it back in and make it nice and round. Okay guys, today we decided to steal the tires off the other Mustang. So we got front and rears, mainly because I want bigger tires on the other Mustang. The backs are okay, I guess, but the fronts just weren't wide enough. They didn't sit it out far enough, so we're gonna do another set of wheels for this, for the other Mustang later. But for this, here we go. We fixed the headlights. It ended up being the dimmer switch. Bought a new dimmer switch today. The old one, it didn't work at all. It's frozen solid. So we changed that out. And now we have headlights. So there we go. There's some headlights at least. So it's progress. Okay, I cut this bumper bracket. Remember I showed you it was square, now it's round. And now it fits inside the bumper really good. Painted it black. It's just spray can paint, just some rust oil, whatever, we'll let it dry. And then we'll put it in. So while it's dry, we'll do some other things, and then we'll get back to this. Okay, I put the bumper on. It's gonna need some finish adjustments. It's go up a little bit higher, I think, than it is. So I'm gonna have to burr out some holes in the brackets so I can get it up a little bit. But it's on there. There's a good look at the front. Yeah, she looks nice. But with that, I mean, we're at the end of this video. Next week we'll get the back of the car done, and we'll see if we can, if we have time, we'll finish the headliner. But we didn't have time this videos, but we get the front on. So with that, please hit that like, subscribe, notifications, leave a comment, and she's looking good. We'll catch you on the next one.